Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Monday, July the 24th. It's nice to be back with you. Our trip was out to Las Vegas. Yes, we had a good time doing all the things that, most of the things people do in a Las Vegas environment. But one of the real reasons I went out there was to visit All Friends Animal Sanctuary, which is about a mile or two from the Strip. Yes, believe that or not, it is. And I met some amazing sentient beings that just touched my heart in so many ways. My wife enjoyed it as well. I will tell you that this is my calling for the rest of my life, is to continue to preach about the need for compassion. And yeah, preach is the right word. We need to get it out there a little more, shall I say, firmer than maybe just offering it. We need to be a little bit more let's do this kind of mentality, because I really think our world needs it now more than ever. You will see a lot coming from me about the trip to the sanctuary. On my other Facebook page, there's a picture of me and Lucky the pig, who is an absolute sweetheart. And you'll be hearing a lot more about that in the coming weeks and months ahead as I roll out my plans. I hope you had a good couple of days. I do have some ideas that I'll reveal in the next coming days about the slight changes to the videos that I'm doing in the mornings and then adding some later in the day. But for now, let us just focus on today. Let us focus on today's scripture reflection, which I feel, as always, is one that we can really take into our day and into our week. So I'm going to ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear our gospel, which is from St. Matthew, chapter 12, verses 38 to 42. Some of the scribes and Pharisees said to Jesus, "Teacher, we wish to see a sign from you." He said to them in reply, "An evil and unfaithful generation seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it except the sign of Jonah the prophet. Just as Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights, so will the Son of Man be in the heart of the earth 3 days and 3 nights. As the judgment, the men of Nineveh will arise with this generation and condemn it, because they repented at the preaching of Jonah, and there is something greater than Jonah here. At the judgment, the queen of the south will arise with this generation and condemn it, because she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon, and there is something greater than Solomon here." Something greater than Solomon, something greater than Jonah. Jesus puts this out there for the people to hear, because I think they are settling for the miracle and the story of Jonah and Solomon as the ultimate beautiful thing. This is it. This is the ultimate, what we have seen. We can go no further, is kind of what you're hearing. We need a sign more to go any further. After all, we have the ultimate pinnacle here. And Jesus says, no. There's something greater than Jonah and Solomon. And I think that's a message for all of us. I think regardless of where we are in our life, there should be a mentality that there's something greater than what we have. And I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about what we have done in our life and what we can do in our life. After all, we need to not settle for where we're at. And that's exactly what Jesus is saying. You're not going to settle for Jonah and Solomon, are you? Come on, let's get with it here. We could do better than this. And the way we get better at this is not asking for a sign, is not out there just saying things. You know what it comes down to? And I realized this over the last couple of days more than ever. It comes down to listening. Yeah, just listening more to God, and God in the presence of the surrounding things around us. Now, I didn't have to fly out to Las Vegas and sit by the pool to listen, although that did help quite a bit, I will admit that. But we could listen in any environment. I came back on the red eye on Sunday morning, and let me tell you, the red eye is everything it's cracked up to be. It's really not a blast. But came back, and after I kind of shook the cobwebs out, I did a lot of listening again yesterday and this morning. And I realize the power of listening is so beautiful for our heart, our soul, and our mind, especially when we feel we may have settled. No settling should be done in what we can do with our life. God has amazing things laid out for us. All we have to do is grasp onto them. And that is what Jesus is saying. There's something greater here. And there's something greater within us. And I really feel, as I've said to you in the past couple of weeks, and that we will see a lot more coming, the world needs compassion more than ever before. And that's what I have decided, not to just settle for what I have done so far. What can be done is so beautiful and so powerful. And with God's help and with all of us banding together, so much more compassion can be absolutely rolled out into this world and touch so many lives. So, my friends, be careful what you settle for. Do not settle for where you're at right now. Settle instead for what God can do within you, for you, and definitely with your heart and mind and soul together, moving ahead. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Monday morning. As always, I hope it was helpful. If it was helpful for you, please share it on your page for others to listen to. I thank you always for joining me. It's good to be back, as I said. I thank you for being part of this, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everyone.